Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to this Monday morning with the business coach Moloy. I hope you guys have been having a fantastic Ganesh Puja, especially in western part of India and parts of eastern India. I was in Kolkata last week and I could see the fervor that has come up with Durga Puja on coming up. Interesting piece that I read over the weekend on on Ganesh Chaturthi that the number of Ganesh Chaturthi pujas in Mumbai has gone up by close to 20-25%, which is a good sign because which means that there is people are hopeful, people are buoyant, people are looking forward to the next year. People have the cash to spend. So on that note, and with 6 months coming to an end by with September at the end of September, I also hope that a lot of businesses and my clients for sure are all working on the H2 mini business plan, reviewing what went well in H1, looking at H2 and beyond. Yes, now is the time for us to look at how do we intend closing the fiscal 23-24. What should be our vision for the next 2-3 years, and what should be our goals for the next 1 year? I'm traveling extensively, and this weekend I'll be in Aurangabad. So, if anybody of your business owners want to catch up, please feel free to let me know on the chat box or directly write to me. I'm running a seminar for Jito in Aurangabad on the Saturday evening, but Saturday I have the day available. So, obviously, willing to happy to catch up. Next week, 4th and 5th, I'll be in Guwahati, and I'm starting off with the client coachings and business meetings. So anybody of you who's interested in catching up for a cup of coffee to understand how we can help you grow your business, please feel free to reach out. The following week, 10th to 14th, I'm in Calcutta. Obviously, my coachings and my clients and my meetings will go on, but obviously we'll find time for certainly we'll find time to catch up for a coffee. So please feel free to reach out to me at any point in time if you want to just schedule a casual strategic conversation with me or one of my coaches. Bombay, I am always available whenever I'm not traveling. So my office is in Bhandup, so we can always meet here. Okay, so day 13. We have been at the business snippets for entrepreneurs. We have been talking about multiple things over the past 12 weeks. Now, day 13, and I want to speak about something that is rarely spoken about in the entrepreneurial environment, entrepreneurial ecosystem. This is something that is spoken about extensively for large MNCs, large corporations, and that is the power of segmentation. How do you segment? How do you reach out to people? How do you target? Because there's something that has been told and multiple times that if you're selling to everybody, you're selling to nobody. Very powerful statement. And segmentation is the starting point of identifying your TG. Because if you have a powerful segmentation plan, if you have a TG defined, if you have a positioning for various segments of the people, you are always already one step ahead of your competitor because you now are going to reach out to them with a clear USP. So for many years, marketers or marketing specialists have segmented their target customers who might buy a product or service, and it does sometimes sound pretty easy. Yet companies over the time have run into pitfalls when thinking about segmentation. One is they just don't segment. They try to sell to everybody. Two, they confuse segmentation with demographics. Demographics is not segmentation. Segmentation is a very specific, clear art of identifying who are your potential customers in that market. And three, many companies forgot to ask themselves why they want to segment and what decisions will be made based on the information that they receive. Will they come out with new products? Will they come out with new marketing strategies? Will they come out with new value propositions? Will they want to focus on a particular segment and let go of the others? What is it that they want to do with the segment? Typically, firms have been focusing on traditional segmentation. while falling into the major shifts in customer behavior. They don't believe that there's any shift of customer behavior. So whatever the traditional segmentation has happened over time has continued to stay without having focused on what has changed. So Fevicol, if you look at the Fevicol brand, for example, the brand of adhesives that started off small but gained popularity, they came out with a tagline, "Todo nahi jodo" tagline, which stuck in the minds of people. While they have a lot of Pidilite, which is the parent company of Fevicol, has a lot of adhesive brands, but Fevicol in particular stands out. And Fevicol used the geographical and the demographic segmentation strategy in order to divide population into different groups of people with similar needs and targeted the groups accordingly. So you will once you do the segmentation, and we'll talk about the various types of segmentation that you can do. Once you segment the people, you should be clear that what is the value proposition that I'm going to take to them. Acme Corporation, a B2B company which sells a variety of office supplies to businesses of all sizes, to understand its customer base and create more effective strategies, Acme Corporation uses customer segmentation to divide its customers into different segments based on firmographic and behavioral. And we'll talk more about firmographic and behavioral characteristics. In the firmographic, they segment using small and large businesses. So this allows Acme to create tailored marketing and sales campaigns for each segment and improve the overall customer experience. Acme also did the behavioral segments, which is frequent buyer, come occasional buyer. And this allowed Acme to create tailored marketing and sales campaigns for each segment. So, for example, if Acme was offering small businesses special promotions or discounts on its products and provide them with personalized customer service to help them find the right products for their needs, this would be typically used for the frequent customers. So when you're getting into segmentation, this is something that a B2B customer typically doesn't look into. But if you're looking into segmentation, there are quite a few of benefits that will come out if you're looking at segmentation. One, improved efficiency and effectiveness of your marketing efforts and sales efforts. You know exactly who is your target customer and what will enable the customer to buy. How do you create your USPs? What are the kind of sales scripts that you will take out to them, and what is the problem of theirs that you're trying to solve. Please understand, remember this, that when you're selling, you're not solving your problem by getting revenue. By selling, you're solving somebody else's problem. When you do all that, you get customer satisfaction and loyalty, because a customer now knows that my vendor, my supplier, my manufacturer, my contract manufacturer knows exactly what he is trying to do. And when the customer gets the confidence that you know more about his business than probably a lot of his team would do, they would have a greater satisfaction and loyalty. And thus, you will build competitiveness, because not all in your segment or in your competitor ecosystem would be doing customer segmentation. So, what are the different kinds of customer segmentation that you guys can look at? If you want a detailed conversation on this, happy to have a conversation at any point in time. But today, being a brief session, we will focus on few customer segmentation strategies that you can use. And the first is firmographic. Firmographic is the type of customer segmentation that divides customers into groups based on firm characteristics like industry, company size, location, or revenue. Firmographic segmentation will be used by businesses that sell to other businesses, and it allows them to target specific segments that are most likely to buy from you. The second commonest segmentation is behavioral. Behavioral divides customers into groups based on behaviors like purchasing habits, type, use of products or services, or engagement with a brand. And when you are doing behavioral segmentation, you want to understand how customers interact with the product. What do they do with your product end of the day? What's the outcome that is expected, to identify opportunities for improvement and growth? So, for example, some businesses might use behavioral segmentation to identify customers who frequently purchase a certain product and then offer them promotions or discounts to encourage them to continue purchasing. The third that you will use is the technographic. It's a type of customer segmentation that divides customer groups based on their use of technology, such as adoption of specific softwares or systems or technical expertise. So these segmentation are useful for businesses that sell technology related products or services, as it allows them to target specific target segments. Fourth, a tier based segmentation. It's a type of customer segmentation that divides customer based on tiers or levels on factors such as value of the business, the level of engagement, the loyalty, and potential future growth. Next week, we'll talk about CLV, customer lifetime value, and how you can use customer lifetime value. Most people, most business owners that I speak to are chasing customer acquisition. They are not milking the existing customers. So next week we'll speak about CLV. So don't miss that episode, because post segmentation you will have to get into CLV. A tier-based segmentation are useful for businesses when they're prioritizing marketing and sales effort to focus on customers that are most important and valuable for your business. For example, a business might use tier-based segmentation to identify top-tier customers and offer them special awards, special access to new products or services, or personalized customer support. Fifth, need-based segmentation. Type of customer segmentation that divides customers into groups based on needs, such as the specific requirements or challenges. These are useful for businesses that want to understand the reasons why customers choose their product or services and identify opportunities for improvement or growth. A business might use need-based segmentation to identify customers who are looking for a product or service that addresses a specific need and offer them tailored solutions or resources to help them meet that need. Next, value-based segmentation. Value-based segmentation is the segmentation that divides customer based on the perceived value that they expect. It can be used for businesses that they want to prioritize their marketing and focus on customers that are most likely to generate value for their businesses. For example, a business might use value-based segmentation to identify its most valuable customers and offer them exclusive access to new products or services. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a misnomer that B2B can't segment people. We have heard about a lot of B2C companies using segmentation, mainly on demographics, mainly on behavioral. A lot of B2C that happens in the marketplace are on the behavioral side. But for businesses, especially the small and medium businesses, if you are in that competitive space, and if you are, and I'm sure you have access to limited resources, it is important that you follow a segmentation strategy. A segmentation could be as simple as a geographic segmentation. You don't have to go into firmographic, you don't have to get into behavioral, you don't have to get into value based, but start off with geographic segmentation. Too many people that I see are trying to sell products to everybody across the country. If you're based in Mumbai and if you're a small and medium business, your cost of doing business by supplying something to Guwahati will be phenomenally high and you're not going to make the money. So get into geographic segmentation. Once you've done geographic segmentation, get into a penetration plan and say, what do I need? What can I do with my penetration plan? Or if you're in the B2C or if you're in the B2B segment, ask yourself, what kind of firmographic segmentation can I do that I will try and sell to a only certain type of industry, because that's where I can have the most value proposition. So when you're doing a segmentation, you need to pick and choose which one works for you. Not everything works for everybody, but it's important that you pick and choose that what is the right approach for you. But if you have never done segmentation, if you've tried to sell everything to everybody, try one of these two approaches. Either do geographic segmentation and find out different types of customers in your geographical region to whom you can sell, or use firmographic segmentation where you pick and choose a particular segment or multiple segments and create a value proposition and a sales and marketing strategy for them. Market segmentation has been acknowledged as a vital factor that paves the way for target penetration. It allows businesses to identify the consumer pulse and helps them in developing the understanding of the customer's needs. And once you understand different segments' needs, then you can create exclusive, differential sales and marketing strategies. Use this, and you will find a difference in how you're doing business. If you're struggling, please reach out to us and we will help you create a segmentation strategy which will lead you to your TG, which will lead you to your positioning. Once you do this, you certainly become much more productive in your sales and marketing approach. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being with us. Keep writing to us, and we shall certainly try to respond to all the queries. We have been inundated with queries, and we try as much as possible to respond to all of them. But don't miss out next week because we are going to talk about something, the CLV, that how do you slightly move away from focusing only on new customer acquisition to managing your customers. So till next Monday, same place, same time, when we come out with an episode on CLV, a very good morning and a very happy week ahead. Thank you.